It's time for that Xin Zhao support. You want a support that can poke and engage from a long distance, providing great amounts of damage and CC to keep the enemy from getting away? Well, Xin Zhao is the right champion for you. Now, if I were to compare him to other off-meta supports that I played recently, I would probably compare him closest to Camille. A lot of damage, a good long-range engage, and he's dangerously cheesy. Honestly, what I found is you just start off the lane with a level 1 fight. You want to put your first level in your E. This lets you dash to the enemy, slow them, deal some damage, and gives you 40% attack speed on your dash. Then you're able to proc your Hail of Blades and get some quick attacks in, then boom, there goes their flash. Then once that happens at level 2, we put a point in our Q and we just go in again. Now we'll get that 40% attack speed, the 110 from our Hail of Blades, additional damage from our Hail of Blades, and additional damage from our Q, as well as the knock-up that ends up helping us secure that early kill. This is also an auto attack reset, but early on in the game, I don't really try and do the auto attack reset because I want to get the knock-up to happen as soon as possible. But just keep that in mind. Then if that wasn't enough, at level 3 you get your W. Now with your W, you just want to kind of rinse and repeat what you were doing before, but this basically just doubles your engage range, because if you land your W, it will extend your E. This just lets you dash a lot further, and if you don't want to go in, you just deal the damage and then just W again later. Once these continue, I'll max this first just so I can get some more poke damage and more chances for long range engages. Xin has a very strong early game, and you can really punish any sort of ADC that wants to overextend. But one thing to keep in mind is once you hit level 6, you don't really get a huge boost in damage. Your ult will deal damage, but what it helps with is your survivability. Helps save you from long range damage, anyone outside your little circle. You can also use this ability as a disengage to help your ally get away from some trouble. One other trick that you can do is you can E over to someone, flash, then ult to knock the enemy back towards your ADC, but don't be like me. Just remember that the enemy that you're going to try and knock back, you can't challenge with your W and E. Challenging is just landing that ability. Then from there, you just want to be a fighter from your team. You can engage ult to knock and scatter the enemies, and you stop a lot of damage coming back at you. You can also save your ult to counter engage for your ADC, because as long as you didn't hit the enemy that's trying to attack them with your W or E, your ult will knock them away and get them away from your ADC. Now, we talked about it a bit before, but we're going Hail of Blades for early game damage and attack speed for that knock up on the enemies. Sun in back because we're almost always going to dash in when we fight. Honestly, any of the third one worked, and then we took Relentless Hunter for just some more out of combat movement speed. Secondary tree, we went Triumph for more healing, and Alacrity for even more attack speed for those knockups. I can also see an argument for taking Green Tree just for a bit more survivability, but you do you. Now for the items, we're going to focus a lot on damage in the early game, and then we pick up more survivability later on. This build seems like it's closer to his lethality jungle build more than his regular build, but you don't have to 100% build like this. Exceptions can be made based on your matchup. If you want more off-meta content, please subscribe. If you're liking the video, give it a thumbs up so others can see it too, and let me know in the comments below what you think of this pick. Now we did it! We're in the game. Oh, I see. Time to see who the real Xin Zhao is. And honestly, in this game that we're looking at, we didn't get the level 1 engage because we leashed. And oh, I see how it is. We're not gonna back down, baby. Not against this mirror, but we probably should have backed down because it wasn't really the best decision. Now after that, our Jinx does stay under tower, gets dove, dies, but then it ends up getting us a follow-up kill, so we're okay. And then he just doesn't learn, huh? Another gank? That ended up being unsuccessful, but now he's back and we know he's camping our bot lane. He wants to see who's the better Xin Zhao, baby. Spoiler, it's us, baby, because he can't escape our wrath. Then, I mean, we can just skip this part. And another gank from our friend Xin Zhao, and this really isn't great for us. They get 2 kills bot, and the camp is real. Oh God, he's still here. Things aren't really looking good for us in this early game. We're getting killed. Their Xin isn't backing down. It's time to get serious. Through just regular lane things, our Jinx get low, and that Shackle is thirsty, and he does get that kill, but we get the kill in return. And this is time for our comeback. Smolder thinks he's tough, but we go in because even with Hui there, because our jungle is there too, we could just stop all the damage from their Hui, and also get another follow-up gank from our Kassadin, and nets us another kill, and that's 2 for me, baby. Now we're big boy down here, and Smolder can't take us on, so we abandon our ADC under the tower, because, you know, I mean, we know they can get out. Yeah, definitely not because we're kill hungry. We get that kill, head back to be the hero we've always meant to be, and we show up just in time and get our Jinx that kill. Oh yeah, and then we die from overstaying. But once we do get back, we do fall for the Shaco clone. And guess who's back again? But things are different. We're juiced. Well, maybe we're a little too overconfident there, but we live because of our ult, and the Skarner gets there just in time to drag the enemy under the tower. Now I'm still looking to get a piece of that Xin Zhao, and I go back in to show him who's boss. We both die this time, but it's fine. Now we do screw up after this, almost get our Cassidy killed, but we're able to save him with our ult, and soon after, unfortunately, we die under tower. To, you know, guess who? Now, through some circumstances, we end up in the top lane, getting chased by a Shackle clone. We are able to assist a little bit with our Cassidy actually popping off, but then the exploding clone gets a kill on our Skarner, but we are here. We're going to avenge our fallen comrade. And now, it's time for the moment you've been waiting for. They ruined my 1v1. It's fine, we would have won anyway. Then after that, our Cassidy continues to pop off, we get Baron, and now it's time to finish him off. And that's it, we did it! We won the game, and if you enjoyed this video, check out this other one where we ride this big, thick boar into battle. Talk to you later.